now you're messing up the wires.
Longtime Tucsonans Alice and Camille Albright recently celebrated their 68th wedding anniversary by renewing their wedding vows and sharing a big kiss.
Okay, we okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Laughter, they say, is a big part of what's made their love work.
We laugh a lot. We laugh a lot. We do spend a lot of time laughing.
Their attraction first sparked on an ice pond in East Moline, Illinois.
Ice skating on the farm across the highway. We were skating.
Well, we knew each other, but we really...
From school, but we didn't...
Pay no attention.
I did, though.
Well, she was a lot of fun, and I thought she was pretty neat. Laugh, a lot of fun, and fall down on the ice and get up and laugh about it, you know, it wasn't fussy.
Thought it was great. Oh, man.
We started being better friends then.
Better friends. You want to put it that way, yeah.
That early attraction soon turned into romantic love, and not long after, they married.
We got married and moved into the farmhouse. The first 6 months, she'd had no electricity, had a pump for the water, an outdoor bathroom, toilet. So she went, it was
had
rough.
to be love, I'll tell you that.
Now, not everybody goes through life and ever has a real powerful romantic love experience, but anybody who has been young and crazy in love knows that it's a humdinger. There's a lot of evidence that young people in love especially go hypomanic. They often sleep less, they eat less, they're wired. It's not just a head trip, it's a whole body trip. It is one of life's real highs, maybe for many people the highest high. It carries within it, though, some of the seeds of its own destruction because it is an idealizing state, and everybody knows you can't live up to that sort of projection.
Research psychiatrist Charles Raison studies mind-body medicine at the University of Arizona and sees love through the lens of evolution.
There is a large literature looking at what role did romantic love play in evolution. What romantic love has done is sort of help people form specific pair bonds for a long enough period to get children born and to keep males on the scene, providing resources, providing protection in ancestral times, across these long years of human evolution, where these sort of things were a live or die phenomenon.
A rich cocktail of chemicals and hormones forms those pair bonds. One of them is oxytocin, sometimes called the cuddle chemical or love drug.
Oxytocin, when it's given to people, it tends to make them feel more connected, they're softer, they show more compassion, especially towards people that they see as being sort of part of their world, part of their in-group. And there's some very interesting studies to show that indeed oxytocin goes up in the body. It's hard to measure in the brain, but it goes up in the blood of people that are first in love.
Raison points to studies that suggest a 5-year shelf life for romantic love. And that might have more to do with survival of the species than desires of the human heart.
What's 5 years long enough for? Well, it's long enough to really fall in love, to work on having a baby, to have a baby, and to get a child through the real danger zone of ancient life, which was up to the age of about 2 or 3 or 4. The death rate was close to 50% from infection in most societies during that time. The phenomenon of romantic love, which can sometimes lead to long-term pair bonding, but can also, fail after 5 or 6 years. It seems to have been very nicely tailored by evolution to provide a space for specific serial monogamy that, the way humans are, give our offspring an optimal chance of survival.
The heater's nice. In all the years we lived out in Arizona.
For Alice and Camille Albright, giving their 5 offspring an optimal chance at survival was just part of the equation. Nurturing them with love and attention was a priority, and further bonded them as a couple.
So much of us went into the kids. I mean, it seemed to be like they was always number one.
Yeah.
We had the boy, and everything that we felt, we made sure that the boy was fine. Then 2 years later, the girl came along, and that was the same thing. We've devoted an awful lot to our kids.
Yeah.
Not money-wise,
no,
but our emotions and love for the kids and bringing them up right. But, we think the world of our kids, and they treat us like $1 million now. They all call us almost every day.
Every day. And it was so different after the kids that we were alone when they were gone.
Yeah.
Then, oh my, it was like, you know, can we do this? I mean, they all were gone. I did.
Could they do it? Yes. They overcame the 5-year shelf life of romantic love by more than 6 decades, enjoying retirement, road trips, and life after kids. Their secret was simple.
Talk to each other about what you're going to do. That's a big thing.
And don't go to bed mad at each other.
Yeah, that's right.
Get it
No,
worked out,
never do
and
that.
so you can wake up smiling. And, you know, remember what you're there for. We took them vows, and when I took them vows, that really, I'm not making it up. That's my wife, and that's till death do us part. I've never had any other inclinations.
The Albrights value their bond so much that they've renewed their wedding vows more than once.
We renewed them at our 50th anniversary, too. When we was married 50 years, we had at St. Peter and Paul Church, and we started renewing them, and I broke down. I couldn't say them. I did.
He's emotional.
The priest started telling me what to say, and I couldn't say it. I just broke down. And people today said, yeah, we was at your 50th, and you cried. I said, yeah, I know I did.
You know, it's a great thing to be attracted to somebody. It's a great thing to want to be with them, to want to have a sexual relationship with them. But for those to survive, there has to be within it some of this deeper love. This has been shown in many studies, right? That people, they may be crazy in love, but if by nature they're sensitive to each other, if by nature they respect each other, they care for each other, they listen to each other, when they fight, they don't get ugly with each other. All these traits that we might think of it as really having more to do with compassion and maybe more of an altruistic love, those traits are what keep romantic love alive. They're also the traits that allow people that even if they fall out of romantic love, they can come to some landing spot that is mutually beneficial.
And like I say, now at our age, when we go away, the biggest thing we worry about is our medicine. See if we got it along.
Seems that love is the best medicine for Alice and Camille, from that first stolen glance on an icy pond in Illinois to a shared kiss while renewing their vows. They're still together and still in love 68 years later.
Oh, you got to get ready now?
Okay. Thank her.